It's been a long time since we saw the last movie of the Harry Potter franchise, and its legacy and greatness still lives on. With the cast Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and Rupert Grint grew up with these characters, Harry Potter movies were being filmed for over 10 years, and during that time we have treated to tons of behind the scenes footage of our favorite cast members messing around and generally being adorable on set. From what we saw, everyone on set, cast and crew alike got along. Since the Harry Potter fandom is still alive and well, those involved with the production of the Harry Potter films always have new behind the scenes tidbits to share with the fans. And we are here to eat it all up, the good and the bad. With that said, here are the 10 behind the secrets from Harry Potter. Number 10. You probably didn't notice Vincent Krabbe's character was replaced in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows with Blaise Zabini, another Slytherin from Draco's year. While Blaise's character appeared in the books, he wasn't originally in the Room of Requirement scene. Jamie Whalen, the actor who played Crabbe, was meant to appear in the scene, but he was not asked to return to the franchise since he got arrested in 2009 for growing some illegal substances. Although he was already removed from the cast in 2011, he was arrested again for stealing from a supermarket during the London riots. It seems that the troublesome Slytherin actor was equally troublesome offset. Number 9. The first Harry Potter movie had several iconic scenes, one of them being Harry's first flying lesson. Moviegoers were introduced to flying by Madame Hooch, the Hogwarts flying instructor and the Quidditch referee. Although her character appeared throughout the rest of the series in the books and remained one of the most prominent professors within the novels, the actress playing Hooch only appeared in the Sorcerer's Stone. According to Zoe Wanamaker, the actress who played Hooch was incredibly stingy with her salary. In an interview, she said that studio would have to up their rates if they wanted her in the second movie. Clearly, Warner Bros. Didn't think that her character was important enough to increase her wages, and her character was written out of the franchise. Number 8. While plenty of British actors played American characters, the reverse is less common. Few American actors take on roles where they need to don an English accent. However, when you're casting for a surefire blockbuster like Harry Potter, you would probably want to cast well-known actors who will bring in even more audience members and in turn revenue. With that in mind, many of the actors originally considered for main roles in the franchise were American. One of the biggest names that were attached to the first movie was Robin Williams. He was Warner Bros. First choice to play Hagrid, but J.K. Rowling was adamant about keeping the cast primarily British. While Robin Williams' take on the role would have undoubtedly been a treat, the role ultimately went to Robbie Coltrane, who for many is the perfect Hagrid. Another American actor who was considered for a role in the first film was Liam Aiken, who was Christopher Columbus' first pick for Harry. Number 7. According to Jason Isaacs, Alan Rickman, who is also the Professor Snape in the movie, was a pro at stealing items from the set. Apparently, on the first day of shooting on the Gringotts set, Rickman pilfered a ton of coins from the Goblin Bank without a single person batting an eye. Emboldened by his co-star's success in stealing Warner Bros. Property, Isaac's eye settled on a copy of the Daily Prophet, one of the 1,000 copies available on the set. Isaacs approached director Yates and asked if he could take one of the copies home. Yates said he could take it, but when Isaac tried to leave the studio with the Prophet in his bag, a set worker said that Yates wanted the prop back. Isaacs described the exchange as embarrassing, especially since he got nothing out of it. Number 6. Warner Bros. Has gotten a lot of criticism for not making the characters more accurate to the books, but some fans might not be aware that the studio initially tried to give Harry green eyes and Hermione buck teeth from the very start of the film. The first scene shot for Sorcerer's Stone was actually the movie's final scene where the trio are saying their goodbyes as they board the Hogwarts Express. If you look closely, you will see that in several shots, Radcliffe is wearing green tinted contacts and Watson is wearing a set of false teeth. However, the two actors who were children at the time experienced much discomfort with their respective modifications. Radcliffe had an allergic reaction to the contacts and Watson had trouble speaking with her false teeth. Ultimately, the filmmakers decided that it wasn't worth the trouble. Number 5. When you're filming with a group of young actors for over a decade, you can't really expect them not to mess with your stuff, not even when you're a revered thespian like Alan Rickman. For whatever reason, during the filming of The Goblet of Fire, Rupert Grint and Matthew Liu were in one of Rickman's older cars and they managed to spill a milkshake in said car. Sometime later, Rickman got an upgrade and bought himself a new BMW. Once filming for the Order of Phoenix started, Rickman forbade Grint and Lewis from coming within 5 meters of his car. No doubt fearing that the young actors would again spill something in his new wheels. There was no official ban on set, but we are certain that Rickman was able to intimidate the actors from staying away. Number 4. For any given production, a props department will usually build several copies of one prop. Some are just used for close-ups and others are meant to be used as backups just in case the original prop gets damaged. The same applies to costumes. For example, during filming, Daniel Radcliffe reportedly went through 160 pairs of Harry's glasses. He also went through nearly 80 wands, and a quick glance at some behind-the-scenes footage of Radcliffe filming shows us exactly why he needed so many wands. Apparently, Radcliffe was slightly fidgety on set and liked to use his wand as a drumstick. He would repeatedly tap his wand against a number of surfaces and over time his wands would break. Luckily, the props department was on it and they always had a backup one at the ready. Number 3. While filming was taking place for the Chamber of Secrets, there was an outbreak of head lice on set. It spread through most of the young cast members and even hit some of the adults. Lice can be spread in a number of ways, such as direct contact with the carrier, but another way lice are spread is through the sharing of combs and brushes. Perhaps some of the members of the hair and makeup department used the same tools for several of the actors, unknowingly spreading the parasites. We are not certain how many members of the cast had lice, but it was widespread and severe enough that they had to halt production until every cast and crew member was free of the parasites. Number 2. Probably one of the greatest behind-the-scenes stories from Harry Potter is when Alfonso Cuarón, the director for The Prisoner of Azkaban, asked the main trio, Daniel, Emma and Rupert, to write an essay describing their characters. The essay was meant to help the actors further explore their characters and give them some insight that might be useful during filming. True to their characters, Emma wrote a long, detailed 16-page essay. Daniel wrote a brief but deep and insightful 1-page essay, and Rupert didn't write an essay at all, reasoning that Ron would blow off the assignment. He told Cuarón that it was Ron-ish not to do it. Clearly, the actor had a perfect understanding of the characters and this proves it. Number 1. Everyone knows that Alan Rickman was the only actor in the Harry Potter movies who knew the truth about Snape's loyalties. J.K. Rowling told Rickman about his love for Lily Evans early on, long before the Deathly Hallows book came out. According to Rowling, she told the actor what lies behind the world always. Since Rickman knew of Snape's true nature, he would often shoot down directors who told him to do something that his character wouldn't do. According to David Heyman, the producer of the movies, there were several instances when Rickman would say something similar to, "No, I can't do that, I know what is going to happen and you don't," when he was given a direction that he disagreed with. In true Snape's fashion, he kept his character secret until the truth about Snape was revealed to the masses. Well, as of now, these are all the behind-the-scenes secrets from Harry Potter. Well, if you have any more, feel free to comment below, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe and stay tuned for more.